Are you a corporation or an LLC wondering if you still have to file a BOI report with FinCEN? Well, in this video, I'm going to break it down for you. As of March 21st, 2025, if you are a US-based corporation, LLC, or any business entity where you had to file paperwork with the Secretary of State to form your business, you no longer have to file a BOI report with FinCEN. The U.S. Department of Treasury issued an interim ruling that basically, in short, said domestic U.S. LLCs, corporations, or any business that needs to be formed with the Secretary of State no longer has to file the BOI report. So who still has to file a BOI report? Well, if you are a foreign company, so for example, if you're based in a company based in Mexico, a company based in Canada, a company based in France or the UK, and you are registered to do business in the United States, then you would have to file a BOI report disclosing your beneficial owners. There are nuances and exceptions to this general rule. For example, if you are a foreign company and one of your owners is a U.S. resident in the United States, then you do not have to disclose their information in your BOI filing. So if you're, as a foreign company, if you're wondering how to fill out your BOI report, who has to be disclosed on your BOI report, it is recommended that you consult with an attorney or a CPA, and they can let you know as a foreign company who you need to disclose on your BOI report. Now, the U.S. Department of Treasury is still taking comments on this interim ruling, and they plan to issue a final ruling back in sometime in later in the year. We don't know exactly when later in the year, but sometime later in the year, they're going to issue a final ruling on the BOI report. Another way that the BOI report could go away for good is with the Texas Top Shop case. So the plaintiffs in that case filed a complaint saying that the BOI report was unconstitutional. Well, this case is now before the U.S. Supreme Court, and they're hearing arguments and looking at the evidence presented in the case. So we probably won't know until sometime in the fall if the U.S. Supreme Court is going to declare the mandatory BOI reporting requirement unconstitutional. And if the U.S. Supreme Court does do that, then it's done, it's finished, the BOI report is done. And another way that it could go away is if Congress enacts a law that repels the mandatory BOI reporting requirement. But in the interim, as of March 21st, 2025, if you are, and you can rely on this interim ruling from FinCEN that basically says if you are a U.S.-based corporation, LLC, or any business entity where you have to file paperwork with the Secretary of State, you do not have to file a BOI report. And if you like this content, please be sure to like the video and also subscribe to get more content on legal and business tips to help your business. This is JP here, your favorite business attorney, signing out.